Yo, Dragon Ball Fighters with the news out of nowhere from the official website. I didn't even know video games still had official websites like that. Like, I thought that trend went away a long time ago. Like, it used to be popular when I was a kid, but I didn't know video games still did official popular websites like that. I don't know. I didn't know people actually came to these. But hey, they dropped some news, some stats on the characters. I'm happy, okay? I am happy. So they've got stats for all 10 characters. The page itself is actually in Japanese, but you can translate some of the text into English, except for the actual ranks themselves. Like, the actual rank categories are still in Japanese because it's an image. So we'll probably have to wait for an English translation on those. But or if you know how to translate that, then you can go in the comments and make it happen. But as far as we got right now, we got all 10 characters, the stats. We're going to keep this quick and short. I want to just get all the stats, let you guys know what's going on for each character. This game is going to get live. I can't wait for the beta, all that kind of stuff. All right, but let's just get to it. Okay, so obviously, first, we've got the man, young Goku himself. They call him an all-arounder because he's an all-arounder kind of guy. He'll fight you up close. He'll fight you from a distance. They recommend him for the beginners. He has the Kamehameha, which is powerful, and it can unravel opponents' bullets unilaterally. Now, I mean, I think that means attacks because it's translated straight from Japanese, so you know Japanese language is a bit different. It's a bit wonky for English, but I think it just means attacks and whatnot. Bullets, I think, means attacks unilaterally. I think it means, well, maybe unilaterally. But let's go into the ranks themselves. Now, the ranks, there's S, B, and A rank. I'm guessing there's going to be, S rank really to C rank, maybe. I don't know. Maybe C rank for some characters. Maybe D rank for some characters. I don't know, depending on who they add. But we've got 5 rankings, and then there's a 6 ranking on the bottom, which I'm going to guess is the overall ranking. So I don't know about the top 5. I'm not really sure. I'm going to guess there's like a close range, a long range, a special, defense, and maybe a speed ranking. I'm not sure, but as far as we got for Goku, we have S in the first category, B, and then 3 A's, and then in the bottom one, he's an SS character. So again, I think the bottom one, that's the only one I'm kind of almost sure that it's a overall ranking, but I truthfully don't know. But it is Goku, so it would make sense for him to be an SS character, and they recommend him for beginners. So that obviously means he's got some power coming out of the gate. So he's got, again, the 5 rankings. He's got 1 S, 1 B, and 3 A's. Like, it's Goku, he's gonna be good no matter what. Okay, so now let's go ahead and move on to Vegeta. And for Vegeta, they've got him as a standard character with offensive and defensive balance. Not necessarily an all-arounder like Goku, but he gets the job done, okay? He fights enemies with a continuous energy bullet. He has that move where he just throws ki blasts out one after the other. Bam, ba blam, ba bam, ba bam, ba blam, bam, bam. And to attack enemies, he turns back on the Crusher Neek. Now, again, this is English to Japanese, so that's probably not what it's actually saying, but he's got a counter attack is what I'm going to assume that what that means. Let's go a step at the enemy with a sense of the polished struggle, okay? Now, Vegeta is like Goku. He's got the double SS overall rank, and he's got 5 ranks with 3 A's, a B, and an S. Now, his is different. He has 2 A's up front, a B, and then an A, and then an S. His last category is his S category, which, I mean, I want to say it's Ki Blast, bro, because that's kind of what Vegeta specializes in, is Ki Blast. He's not really an up-close kind of fighter. I'm not saying he can't fight up close, but, his specialty, what I think he's known for the most part, is usually Ki Blast. So I'm going to assume that's what that means, but when we get an official translation, we'll know. Next, we're going to go to Trunks. And Trunks, they obviously have him as a character with the fighting sword, because, I mean, come on now, they use the sword. Because who uses post-hyperbolic time chamber Trunks? They never use that, man. Anyways, that's besides the point. The attack, obviously, with the sword, they call it long and powerful reach. Obviously, he's going to have that range, bro. Just the sword in general is going to give him range. He has the Shining Slash attack and the Heat Dome attack like it's Trunks. He's going to have those. His stats are actually different than Goku's and Vegeta's. This is the first time I'm actually seeing them. I haven't seen the stats for all the characters. The only one I saw were Goku and Vegeta's. I haven't seen the other ones. So this is kind of new to me, but his stats are a bit different. He has an A, an S, and a B, but his overall is an S. It's not an SS, it's just 1 S. But he has 2 S rank categories. He has 2 S rank categories, but his overall is just an S. That's interesting. His overall, the overall thing, that might not be the actual overall. Again, like, I'm just making a guess, but I mean, just in terms of power, wouldn't it make sense for Goku and Vegeta to both be like SS, top of the rank, and then, Trunks to be below them, like with the regular S? But why does he have 2 categories that are ranked S if Goku and Vegeta only had one S in category. I don't know. All right, I don't know. But he has 2 S categories, 2 A's, and 1 B. He's an overall S character. Everybody and their mama's gonna be using Trunks because Trunks is a fan favorite kind of guy. Next, we're gonna go to Goku. I said Goku. I meant Gohan. And with Gohan, we have our first C rank. I was like, there's got to be some C rank. Like, there has to be a C rank for one of these characters, maybe even a D rank. But with him, they say his reach is short, but he's a powerful character that makes for strong attacks. He lets approach the enemies. He makes for the short reach. Basically, you know, you got to get in close for to make up for the reach, which makes sense. And every mortal work is powerful, but in particular, the parent-child Kamehameha. We knew that was going to be in here. That's his ultimate attack. So with Gohan, he's got SS. Okay, so I think the first one is close combat. I think the first ranking is actually close combat because he's got a double S, and they literally say that he his reach is short, but he's powerful when he's up close. So I'm gonna say that the first one is close combat. So his close combat is actually a double S, which makes sense because he is a combo god in many Dragon Ball Z games. Then he has another S. Then he has a C rank. Then he has a B rank and an A rank. So again, this is the first C rank we've ever seen for any character. But he does have an S rank, so he's on the same level as Trunks, below Goku and Vegeta, obviously, which does make sense. I won't lie, but he's powerful. He's powerful. He's up close. So I'm guessing his combo game is going to be insane up close. Like, he's going to have insane combos up close. It's going to be a very good melee character. But yeah, this is interesting. It's interesting to see that he has a C rank. Out of all characters, Gohan Super Saiyan 2 has a C rank. That's definitely interesting. But we're going to move on to Frieza. And Frieza is a shooting character specializing in long-range fighting. Again, that makes sense. He has the Death Saucer, which is like his move that he stole from Crillon, basically. And then he obviously has the Death Ball and whatnot. And he has Golden Frieza, and they talk about that. But when we look at his ratings, he has 3 A's and 2 S's, but he's an A-rank character. Is Frieza below Trunks and Gohan? Even though it's Golden Frieza? That's interesting. That's interesting. He has an A club up close. So one of the final two has to be either long range fighting or it has to be like Ki Blast or something like that, since he's a long range fighter. So we've seen some of Frieza in the trailers and whatnot and other gameplay, but it makes sense. It makes sense for him to be a long range fighter. I mean, it's Frieza. Frieza, like Vegeta, kind of, he's not really an up close kind of guy. Not saying he can't fight up close. I'm just saying he kind of specializes in fighting from a distance. And they even say it themselves, so it makes sense for his rankings to reflect that. But he's an A rank character. Even with golden form, he's an A rank character. That is interesting. That is definitely interesting. What do y'all think about that? Let me know in the comments. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to Young Boo. For Boo, they have him stated as a character combining reach and power. You know, Boo can stretch himself out, so that make pause. Wait, that sounded really weird. But I meant to say Boo can like stretch out his arms for long range attacks, which makes sense. And then obviously the power, like it's Majin Buu now. Come on, now. He's got a little bulk to him. This man's knocking you out in one hit. He attacks enemies instantly and steadily, and then obviously he's, it's Boo, okay? It's Majin Buu. They say he's sweet but troublesome. Again, the Japanese English it's cringe, I won't lie. But let's look at those ratings. Those ratings, he has an S rank, a C rank, and then 3 other S ranks. This man has an S rank in close combat, the Ki Blast. What would his C rank be? Because, I mean, Boo has pretty good defense, so, like, his attack power has to be amazing. Like, what would his C rank be? Speed? Is the second one speed? I could see it being speed. Yeah, I guess he is kind of a slow fighter. But I mean, it has to be. Second category has to be speed. It has to be speed. Like, I'm starting to realize it. So I think the first one is close combat. The second one is speed. One of the last 2, I think, is either long range combat or it's Ki Blast. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, he's an A rank character as well. So we have Goku as SS, Vegeta SS, Trunks is S, Gohan is S, Frieza is an A, and Majin Buu is an A. Interesting. Very interesting. You know what would be funny? Is if we got to use that skinny form of him that we saw for like 3 episodes of Dragon Ball Super. If we got to use Skinny Buu as like a skin in this game, bro, that would be crazy. That would be funny. That would be hilarious, low key, because we never got to see that man in action. I was low key kind of heated, but at the same time, Frieza coming back is very interesting in its own right. But that's like in the show. That's for Dragon Ball Super. We're not talking about Dragon Ball Super right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut up. And we're gonna go ahead and move on to Cell. As far as Cell goes, they categorize him as the perfect character with high ability in every category. It is Cell. He is the perfect form, the perfect android. All right, he has no blind spot. They gave him the powerful, unparalleled, perfect attack, which I'm gonna guess is the Solar Kamehameha because that's what these screenshots show. But they said perfect character with high ability and all, and his rankings definitely reflect that. They definitely reflect that. He has an S rank in close combat, an A rank, and I still think the second one is speed because I think Boo had a C in that, right? Boo had a C in that. And then one of the last two was long range or Ki blast. He has A's in those. He has another S rank, and he's an S rank character. S rank character. Wasn't Majin Buu an A rank character? Majin Buu was an A rank. And Majin Buu comes after Cell. So that's interesting. That is definitely interesting for Cell to be an S rank character and Majin Buu to be an A rank character, as well as Frieza with golden form to be an A rank character. That's maybe the bottom is not overall. Maybe the bottom's not overall, but the Cell is that. Look, he's perfect form Cell, so he has good stats, obviously. So we're gonna go to Crillon now. In Crillon, they describe him as a character with a variety of skills. He confuses the enemies. He has, this says he confuses the enemies with persistent fists that creates an alter ego. Hello? Creates an alter ego. So he has a limited amount of Saisu that can restore. Wait, does he get Sensu Beans? Does this man get Sensu Beans? Because it says he can restore his physical strength. And then he has Kamehameha, obviously. He has Destructo, just all that kind of stuff. But does this man have Sensu Beans? It says he has a limited amount of Saisu, which can restore physical strength. Bro, if this man gets that'd be insane. That'd be insane. That would be insane. I'm just gonna assume that that's not what that actually translates to, but I don't know. Let's look at that man's stats. He's got a B rank, an A rank, a C rank, an S rank, and an A rank, but his overall ranking is an S? Bro, the bottom, I'm convinced now at this point that the bottom just doesn't mean overall. Maybe the bottom does not mean overall, or maybe the rankings are just different. Or maybe, I just think the bottom doesn't mean overall, because there is no way Crillon is above Majin Buu, Frieza, and is on the same level as Cell, and Team Gohan, Super Saiyan 2, and Super Saiyan Trunks. You telling me Crillon is on the... No, bro, the bottom, I don't think it means overall anymore. I don't think it means overall anymore, bro. I really don't. What the heck, Crillon? No, can't be. It can't mean overall anymore. The man's stats, he has a B, a C, 2 A's, and an S, and his overall is an S? That can't mean overall ranking. That can't mean overall ranking. But he has a B in close combat, an A in speed, or maybe the S is... Isn't Crillon a pretty fast fighter? Maybe the S is in speed, or maybe the S is Ki Blast or long range fighting. But he has a variety of skills. I'm guessing Krillon's going to be a mid-range kind of guy, because he's not really working you up close, but he's pretty decent from far away, but he's not blowing you back from far away either way. He's not doing you in from far away either. But Crillon just, I don't know, bro. That can't mean overall. Crillon, no, there's just, it's not. Okay, we're going to go to Piccolo now. And they said that Piccolo is a technical character with mysterious skill. Now, it makes sense for Piccolo to be a technical character because it's Piccolo. From knowledge and experience, because, I mean, again, it's Piccolo, all right? Now, he has the magical light gun, which I don't know if... The magical light gun, is that what that translates to in English? Bro, are they talking about the hyper beam cannon? No, bro, what am I talking about? Special beam cannon. I really said hyper beam cannon, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I deserve to get cooked for that one. I really said hyper beam cannon, bro. This is not Pokemon. This is not, I don't know what I'm talking about, alright? But Piccolo stats, he's got an A, a B, 2 S's, an A, and he's an A rank. Maybe the bottom rank is like how easy the characters are to use. Maybe that's what that means. I think that's what it means. I think the bottom rank might not be overall. I think the bottom rank is how easy the character is to use. It has to be. That's the only thing that makes sense for Goku and Vegeta, because they said Goku is easy to use, so it makes sense for him to be an SS. Then they have Trunks and Gohan, which SS, and then Frieza's long range, which again, long range fighters for the most part in 2Ds, unless you're spamming, like if you're actually fighting, they're actually kind of tough to use, so that kind of makes sense. Boo is slow, so I guess it makes sense for him to be tough. Piccolo is a technical character, so I guess it makes sense for him to be kind of tough to use. And then Cell and Krillin are decent, like Gohan and Trunks. But like, okay, so yeah, it's not overall. Okay, it can't be because his overall rankings are better than Krillin's, and Krillin still got a higher overall, or what I assumed to be overall. So I'm just gonna guess now that that is not overall, and that is actually how easy the characters is to use until we get a legitimate translation. But yeah, Piccolo looks like a decent character. A in up close combat, a B in speed, 2 S's, and then an A in either long range or key blast. So yeah. Krillin, I mean not Krillin. Piccolo looks to be all right. But yeah, that's all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters. Did I say 10 characters at first? Bro, I'm really tripping. I cannot count. But that's all 9 characters. That's it. They've given out the stats. I'm guessing we'll get an English translation sooner or later. But that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you think of the characters. Let me know if you think what you think the translations actually are and whatnot. If you can actually translate them in the comments, that'd be awesome as well. But other than that, this game is gonna get live. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to get the date. I can't wait to play it. Okay, I can't wait to see the full roster, all that stuff. But I'm out. Goodbye. Thanks for sliding. If you enjoy, subscribe, share the video. All right, share the video with your friends. But I'm out. Deuces.